Welcome back into another video of the Arizona Sports Fan. Thank you so very much for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. Now, in this video, I wanted to talk about none other than the playoffs for the Arizona Cardinals. Currently, right now, we're sitting with 2 games left in the regular season. First off is going to be the San Francisco 49ers, which we'll be playing tomorrow. And then next week is going to be ending the season with the Los Angeles Rams. Currently, right now, the Arizona Cardinals hold their own destiny in their hands. We're going to talk about, implications that might happen during this video and some things that could possibly get us over to the 6th seed and not the 7th seed, guys. Let's dive into it here shortly. Roll that intro. Guys, welcome back in. Now, like I mentioned in the intro, I wanted to talk about playoffs. Everybody's really excited here in the Arizona sports world, being that we finally have a team sniffing the playoffs. Now, obviously, we have 2 games left in the season. Now, being that we're in the 7th seed right now, however, these next 2 games play off, anything can happen. Before we get started, I want to go ahead and let you guys know about a new up-and-coming company named Ohana that is based here in Phoenix, Arizona. They recently went ahead and reached out to me and made me my very own official I don't know what you call it, just basically sign that just looks overall awesome. They went ahead and made this cardinal here, and obviously on the top says the AZ Sports Fan. Just pretty much my logo. It's made with real wood. They basically carve everything out themselves. All local here in Phoenix, Arizona. So really excited about it, guys. I'm going to definitely put this up or find a spot on my wall eventually to basically support this thing. But this thing is massive. The amount of work that's put into this is just completely amazing, guys. Definitely want to give a shout out to Ohana. If you guys want to order yourself one, go ahead and definitely follow me on Instagram. And you're able to find them at Ohana on Instagram as well. Shoot them a DM and say, hey, you are interested in getting a wood piece like the AZ Sports Fan. Obviously, you can change everything up here, whatever you want here on your own. So definitely go ahead and make sure you hit them up. All right, guys, but without further ado, let's just go ahead and just jump right into it here. Now, I want to talk about first the 6th seed. Now, currently right now, this is probably the least likely option that will happen. But if we take a look at the 6th seed right now, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their current schedule looking like they are looking at this weekend, they're going to be playing the Detroit Lions, and then after that is going to be the Atlanta Falcons. Now, if you look at both of those teams aren't bad. Now, I know a lot of people are going to tell me, the Lions are struggling this season. They suck. I don't think they suck. I just think that just unfortunate things has happened with, Patricia, and now they're going through a rebuilding mode, but they got the tools to succeed. Now, I don't know if Galladay is going to be playing. There's a whole situation that he might be shut down. Who knows if they're going to re-sign him, but that team can really, really come out and ball at any given Sunday. Now, do I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will lose against the Lions? There's a fighting chance for the Lions, but I honestly do think that the Tampa Bay Bucks will pull it off because they have a crazy amount of weapons. Now, if you take a look at the next game, which is Atlanta Falcons, those guys are set up for success. Why they have the record that they have right now, I currently do not know to save my life. I don't understand it. But they are sitting at a really, really bad record as of right now, and they could possibly very well beat the Bucks as well. Now, I think the only way that the Arizona Cardinals can sneak into that spot is if we win out and the Tampa Bay Bucks don't. Now, I get it. That's a lot of, if this happens, this will happen. If this happens, that will happen. I get it. Now, that's the most likely scenario that will not happen, in my personal opinion, or something that I'm not even thinking about at this very moment. Right now, the only thing I can think of as an Arizona Cardinal fan is how we can save our number 7 seed. Now, this is the first year that I've seen the NFL get 7 seeds into, in a conference that's going to be able to get into the, the playoffs. Now, I'm really excited about this opportunity for the Arizona Cardinals. Not only are we a 7th seed, but we hold our own destiny in our hands. Now, what that means is we have a likely scenario here. We have the San Francisco 49ers, which, let's be honest here, they're a depleted team right now. They will do everything they possibly can to play spoiler, but they're just going with so many injuries, so many players that seem to be turned off already from the season. I don't see them have that much of a fighting chance. Now, I know I say this all the time, any given Sunday, but when I look at the 49ers, I see a team that is waiting for the offseason to come through and really trying to figure out what they're trying to do with Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, after that, we have the Rams. Now, easier said than done, right? Perfect opportunity is for us to go 2-0 the last 2 games, but the Rams have had our number time and time again. I think Sean McVay, since he's been the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams, They've been like, I think they're 7-0 right now, something along those lines. So it's really unfortunate, really disheartening that they are our last opponent for the 2020 season. But the Arizona Cardinals really need to take a look at themselves and say, hey, if we want to make sure that we have a fighting chance, we want to make sure that we control our own destiny, we need to take care of what we need to take care of right now. And as of right now, the best opportunity to stay in the playoff race is going 2-0. Or what's going to happen is we do have a team that's sniffing behind us right now with the Chicago Bears. Now, the Chicago Bears, if you look at their two schedules, they have the Jaguars next, which, let's be honest here, the Jaguars currently right now are in prime position to draft Trevor Lawrence in the 2021 draft. Now, if he's going to come out, who knows? Right now, we're sitting... They're number one as of right now. We don't know if Trevor Lawrence will declare for the draft. We'll find that out more maybe either February or March, around that time. Well, I do think that Chicago Bears can definitely beat the Jaguars unless something crazy happens and the Jaguars pull off a win. But that's definitely a game this weekend that we need to keep our eyes peeled. That's every Arizona Cardinal fan out there. Need to keep their eyes peeled on the Chicago Bears and the Jaguars game. Now, after that game for the Chicago Bears, they have the Green Bay Packers. Now, this game can go either way. Now, I really do think it's going to depend on what happens on this week that's happening right now. The Green Bay Packers have an awesome matchup, and I'm really excited to watch the Green Bay Packers versus the Tennessee Titans. Now, if all Arizona Cardinal fans out there right now, we want the Tennessee Titans to win. Now, the reason for that is because if the Green Bay Packers win against the Titans, the last game against the Chicago Bears, I don't feel like they're going to put their full force out there. Now, the reason for that is because they most likely will have dominance over that number one seed. And they don't need to win that last game. Now, that was really troubling for the Arizona Cardinal fan base because if you really think about it, if we don't beat the Rams and it goes to like 8-0, then we're really looking into a Chicago team that's catching fire, and they're probably going to beat the Green Bay Packers for that last game. So if you guys are any fans this weekend, we're going to be Jaguar fans and Titan fans this weekend, and obviously Arizona Cardinal fans being number one because we want our team to go into the playoffs. But if we go 2-0 and we beat the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams, then we don't have to worry about the he said, she said type of thing. But if we do go 1-1, that's a possibility. We got to be honest here. That is an extreme possibility that might happen. So we got to take into consideration here that the Arizona Cardinals need to win out, or we need to have things fall into our favor because the Chicago Bears have an upper advantage against the Cardinals here. I think they have a kind of an advantage. Even if we do end up with the same record, they're going to be the ones getting into the 7th seed, and that's what we do not want for our Arizona Cardinal fan base here. It's been 5 years, guys. 5 years since we've been into the playoffs here as Arizona Cardinal fans. We cannot let this slip away from our grasps right now. We need to take advantage of every single game. Every single play call is going to be dire because we're fighting for our playoff lives right now, guys. We need to make sure we take care of the business that we need to take care of, and everything will fall into place at this point. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think the Arizona Cardinals have a fair opportunity to get into the playoffs this coming 2020 season? Put it all in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, and if you're new, please consider subscribing to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, guys. That's all I got for this episode. Thank you so very much for watching, and I am out. Thank you so much.